Alright. We're in this baby. Alright, so this alliance is actually so freaking easy that you could just brain dead, just run around, hit buttons, and you'd be alive. Only people who would be on duty who have to worry a little bit is tanks and healers. And since my keyboard is working now, so I will... I'm looking at chat too much. Man, I kinda wish someone was watching right now, so I can just chat with them right now. Like I said, it's hard to commentate when you get in the groove of these. Because I actually like to look at what I'm doing. Like if you have one of those orbs, you want to take them towards the thing. Unless you guys don't mind. You guys don't mind no commentary. Just let the content speak for itself. Honestly, don't know. Final Fantasy XIV is not exactly a game that I don't feel like it's that good for as a YouTube. For YouTube, I guess. We're almost done with this boss anyway. Alright, well, if you had the fireball, what you do is take it towards the people who are frozen. We do not want that. We don't want any of this. Now you may have noticed I'm the one who pulled. Not normally something you should be doing. You usually let the tank do it. But this is one of those contents. You can just kind of get away with it. But I did wait a little bit. Like, I didn't do it the moment I got there. Because that would cause problems. You know, I always wonder why there was clones here. Because I've forgotten the story so much. So it's a good thing we're redoing the story. Because a lot of stuff kind of just... You know, it just kind of goes in one ear out the other. Or in the case of, you know, you just reading it to yourself. In through your eyes, I guess. And out through your mouth? I don't know. I don't know. That I couldn't think of a good analogy there. But yeah, a lot of the story just fell on deaf ears, man, because a lot of it just didn't make sense. But now that the lore makes so much more sense to me, this stuff is so much more interesting. This boss is pretty straightforward. Like, it's got kind of a gimmick, I should say. Actually, if there is a gimmick, I've never learned it because I've never had to. It's just avoid the AoEs and you're good. And those clockwork rights, like, I've never gotten it. You just ignore them and you're good, right? And we're good. See how nice and quick that went? We do not want that. It's just an easy peasy, man. And I guess this game is fine for, like, streaming. I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm gonna... I was about to pull again, but luckily a tank showed up, did their thing. Ooh, gotta stay away from that. Come on, dragon, get your butt down here. What? Oh, I was like, what was happening there? There's only like one boss here that's kind of gimmicky. But you know, if you did the last one, you should kind of get what you're supposed to do. It's another hide behind this or you die thing. You're not gonna pull, dude? Come on, pull. Yeah, this fight does have its gimmicks, actually. Like, kind of lying on that one. It does have its fair share of gimmicks, but you can largely ignore most of them as long as you just stay alive as much as you can, I guess. And those balls right there, they make enemies mini if you touch them. And that's what you're supposed to do. Like those right there. Now this is where we hide behind the stuff. Poor chat didn't make it. See, that was a fun one. There was also this frog snake mechanic, which I never quite understood how it works. And no one's really bothered to explain it to me. But it's whatever. It's cutscene time, though. People might start this fight before I get a chance to actually do anything, but that's fine. Yeah, see, people already started. You fight valiant immortals, but no avail! Absolute darkness draws nigh, soon it will be unleashed, and all shall return to... darkness, I guess? I don't know, I didn't quite catch what it was. Alright, this one's pretty straightforward. Alright, got meteor coming. You realize our limit break is not full at all. Oh, that poor red mage is gonna die. Oh, what the? They didn't die? How did they survive? They must have had like a mega shield on them or something. Another round. we're good to go. Oh god. Oh god. Woo! Did it. Lion's raids are so much fun. They really are. Now I know the truth. And there's a lot of stuff being added to the loot list. Syrcus Tower complete! Yo-yo! Alright. Get rid of the loot. Do not want any of this clogging my inventory. I'll give it to the healer. Farewell. Farewell, farewell, and farewell. I would love to stick around and wait, but I just got to skedaddle. Dang. No commons that time. Oh, what is happening? Firemac! You did it! You defeated Emperor Xinde! Empires may rise and fall, but man's oh my god, what is that word? Indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, Firemac. Summers? With Emperor Xinde now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. He put on his armor. What are you playing with that? What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. Grr. Grr. Grr, Nero, grr. There are two ways that we may seal off Syrcus Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world, or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make, but before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. That distortion, what is it? That power that Xinde sought to obtain contains from the void, the world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Void Sent. Void Sent feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Xinde entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Void Sent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Zande sealed his dark pact. But by our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga, finally, we may fulfill our purpose. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the ultimate weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? Nero, man, quit it, man. Quit messing, man. Quit messing. Quit messing, man. The covenant is everlasting. They're like dark versions of the clones. Oh, am I about to get some? Yup, here he comes. Flashback power activate! Ah! Man, he is so huge. So Meracydia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Elegant rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of the death grows ever more vivid. An endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life. Hopes and dreams, let all be returned to nothingness. Yeah, get him, Graha. Firemac, pull yourself together, man. I know he didn't say man, I just tossed it in there. Is there no end to them? What in the seven hells is happening? Not now, damn it! I think this is the most action we've ever seen Sid do. Ooh. He just gunbladed that, yo. Nero! Were they part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Garland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them. A void scent. No ordinary one at that. Doga! Confound it. Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine! Yeah, I forgot Nero got sucked up into this too. Nero! Yeah, I completely forgot Nero got sucked into that. The Covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Damn it! The rift is gone! What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return and find and consult Rambros. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Let us consult Rambros. Our good buddy Rambros. Rambros, the good boy. The good boy Rambros. Rambos, the good boy. Honestly, yeah, from the time it takes me to get there, I think just teleporting here and flying back is the fastest way. All this happened within the tower? God's preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. 'Twould seem that Zonde sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I will not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Though void scent can enter our world, instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends are still alive. We do not even know whether our friends are still live. We don't know if our friends still live. Damn it! I feel so hopeless, so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Une. Or Unne. We share the same eye. 'Tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them to fulfill their mission. A mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. So as long as Zonde's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. 'Tis our duty to prevent the worst from them coming to pass. Draha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? Honestly, I cannot say. I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye rests with Alec. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I am with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well, if only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet, though it may be a while before we are ready to act, I would ask that you will all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray, rest now while you can. For when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Firemac. Mark my words. Woohoo! What's Graha doing? Being born with one red eye, did not have the most pleasant of childhoods. You know what to say. Children can be cruel, the end result being that I grew up determined to uncover the truth of the trait. Much more yet remains beyond my knowing, but one thing is certain: the nearer I draw to the heart of the Crystal Tower, the more I am convinced that that an important memory eludes me. The World of Darkness. Sweet. We're going straight into it. Though I might have a lot at the start before I actually start it. Ah, Firemac, it is good that you are come. It is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Une, Doga, and Nero, imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray into Syrcus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zonde. But you, Firemac, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet, the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with a terrible voidsent known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Une labored to annul this contract, the entity reached through the rift and dragged a pair of them and Nero out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zonde's orders, and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We have done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Une and Doga, so too would the tower heed only those with royal blood of Alec. 'Tis a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to the elegant tombstone Nero presented us. During the golden age of Alec, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zonde's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the ladder would suffice. But then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, the power could discharge and cause a calamity like the one that destroyed Alec. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. If we do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who can control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all of our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Syrcus' power for our own purposes, and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. We have heard that this is possible from a man of the Thaumaturge's Guild, well versed in otherworldly matters. And with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. And here comes the man himself. Firemac, just the man we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well. The device is nearly ready. Though attaching the damnable thing to Syrcus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got, but it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, Firemac. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? Quest accepted. Speak with Wedge at the Saint 8 Sentinels. Bum 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 bum. Firemac, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open the rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Syrcus Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power. If a single coupling's off, well, boom! I realized I didn't give him the voice, but you know, it's fine. But should it be fine, really? Annie, you'd best wait atop the chief there, overseeing the whole operation. I was like, who are these people? My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, Graha? Ah, Emperor Zande's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Alleg's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Allegan's civilization had lived on, and just an emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there was no stopping Zande and his ambition. There were those who tried. Zande's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alleg. These men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Alleg's heart for the kill, Zande lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zande desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness's coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power, held within Dalamud, be emptied into Syrcus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequence. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with energy. Syrcus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it stood. The fourth umbral calamity, I learned of its cause from Une and Doga. And I had no idea the rebellion incited Zande to rashness, though. For your knowledge of Allegan history is astounding, Graha. Graha, No, that came out right. Why a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Hint, hint, hint. Yes. Ah, Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open the Void Gate, Chief. We reckon that when this machine's up and running, she'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agrius. So just give us the word and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Good. Then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone step away from the throne. The heck were they even doing there, man? They're just chatting. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs! Ah, a rift to the world of darkness, as Une called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. We can't break out the meat just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the Dark Realm, but the gate's not at all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the Void Gate stays open. As will the sons of Saint Koinak. This rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are truly lost. Which leaves Firemac. My friend, 'tis a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you, save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades, but you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. Yet again. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. And it will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Might I have a moment of your time, Firemac? There is a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Like, we all just leave the freaking portal up. Because why not? Firemac, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only amongst Allegan royalty. Long have I pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Doga himself admitted. But what? In truth, the more I learn about the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow, meeting those 2 clones has wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something ancient, but ever so important. And my father's words echo my mind, the selfsame ones his father told him. The truth of our eyes rests with Alleg, or Alag. Mayhap what I wish to remember and these words are related. Mayhap what I wish to remember and these words are related. Mayhap not, but I know I must learn the truth and that history hides from me. I must learn the truth that history hides from me. My god, why is that coming out so wrong? I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with my own 2 eyes. So I implore you, Allow me to join you beyond the rift! You have my thanks, my friend. Now, let us venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades and our realm. You got it, Graha. If you have prepared yourselves, let us not waste no time in rescuing our comrades from the darkness. From the darkness! I'm not... What do you mean? I'm right here. How am I too far away? I'm literally right here. What? Alright.